So yeah, there's a lot of buzz floating around about the game How Fish is Made. What? You've never heard of it? Okay, so what I'm referring to is a sort of likely unintentional prequel to a game that is popular nowadays, which is called Mouthwashing, which is actually a lot of fun. Actually, I've come to discover it's you can download for Steam for about $10. It's worth every penny. Check it out. The part that sort of makes How Fish is Made a prequel is that it comes with a free expansion where you can play a little demo of a game that's like me and my Katamari, but with more horror themes, and it teases the release of the game Mouthwashing. At first glance, it looks like it's just weird for the sake of being weird, and that may be all it is, but the people who are pointing out all these philosophical themes that are in the game actually do end up making sense when I looked into it. One major one is the illusion of having choices. The plot is that you play as a fish who has to choose between going up or down in sort of a factory that produces fish entrees for food. And since the game's only 20 minutes, it didn't take long for people to figure out that it didn't actually matter which one you chose. Choosing down turns you into food, choosing up turns you into a pile of dead fish. This mimics a pretty common sales tactic where a person can be given choices but very limited array of choices. The most stunning example that comes to my mind is politics. You get to choose between some dickhead who's more appealing to conservatives and another dickhead who's more appealing to liberals. Both parties are really just using the appeal to get elected. And while we do have more than two parties, they aren't promoted very well. And the Democrats and Republicans seem to get elected for no other reason than they just have more exposure than the rest of them. And they're able to appeal more to the heart of their voters. In real life, you have this choice, and you have a similar choice in many other walks of life. In How Fish is Made, you have a choice between being killed and eaten, or rotting slowly on a pile of fish who chose not to be eaten. The option to truly escape was never on the table. Just like with many elections, the option of voting for a candidate who has practical solutions to problems or isn't just in it for more money and power is never really on the table. At least in my opinion, it's not. And you talk to a lot of other fish who serve as an exploration of other philosophical themes that are being talked about on the internet in regards to this video game. Some of the fish are being easily swayed or lied to because they can't stand on their convictions. Some of them craft coping mechanisms as a way to avoid facing the truth. Even the people speculating about it being a reference to things Karl Marx wrote about starts to make sense. Exploitation or alienation of labor can be seen where the fish has to participate in its own production as a commodity, or turn against each other to progress. And don't get me wrong here, I am not the guy who's going to sit here and go, we should embrace socialism. No, capitalism is working. But nothing's perfect. And the answer isn't socialism. The answer is making corporations accountable for the decisions they make, or at the very least, get them to stop lobbying and